everywhere. Number 7. The Tank Graveyard. About 185 miles from Zagreb, the Vukovar region hides a surreal sight. A tank graveyard standing alone in the vast fields, where dozens of giant steel machines lie silently, rusting and covered in moss, as if forgotten by time. There are no gates or signs. Just follow a dirt road to the edge of the forest, and suddenly, massive shapes appear. Tanks, armored vehicles, and self-propelled guns scattered across knee-high grass. Some are so worn that their paint is unrecognizable, tracks sunk deep in the earth, hatches left open as if waiting for someone who never returns. Weeds grow through the metal seams. Vines wrap around the barrels like tight embraces of the past. Birds nest on antennas. Butterflies land on hatches. Nature has reclaimed the space quietly but powerfully. If you visit at sunrise or sunset, the whole site glows in a hazy light, making it feel like a surreal outdoor museum where only nature and rusted steel remain. Number 6. The world's smallest town. About 95 miles, 2.5 hours by car, from Zagreb, the town of Hum in the Istrian Hills is not only famous for its ancient charm, but also holds the Guinness World Record as the world's smallest town. Only about 350 feet long and 100 feet wide, it has around 23 residents, but everything needed to be called a town. Old city walls, a church, a stone square, and even an annually elected mayor. The special twist? Each voter carves the candidate's name on a wooden plaque instead of using paper ballots. Though you can walk across Hum in just 5 minutes, it's rich in culture and history. The town is known for its herbal brandy, Biska, distilled from mistletoe, a drink once used as a folk medicine. Every year, Hum hosts the Biska Brandy Festival, drawing hundreds of visitors to taste, buy, and join in the rare traditional festivities. Visitors can stay overnight in stone guest houses or homestays run by locals. You won't find luxury hotels, but you'll enjoy drinking brandy by candlelight, eating homemade olive oil toast, and sleeping within 900-year-old stone walls. In Hum, peace doesn't mean loneliness. It's a rare luxury in today's world. Number 5. Soccer is everything to Croatians. Soccer in Croatia isn't just a passing hobby, it's part of the national DNA. With only about 3.8 million people, this small Adriatic country stunned the world by reaching the 2018 World Cup final and taking 3rd place in 2022. These back-to-back achievements made headlines worldwide, and Croatians felt like they were living a dream. Take the 2018 World Cup semi-final, when Croatia beat England 2-1 in overtime. After Mario Mandžukic's decisive goal in the 109th minute, the whole country exploded with joy. In Zagreb, over 120,000 people packed Ban Jelačić Square, dancing, singing, and hugging as if they'd won independence all over again. Many waved Croatian flags dozens of meters long, running through the streets with tears and smiles on their faces. According to HRT television, over 1.5 million Croatians watched the match live, almost 40% of the entire population. After their victory, the Croatian team was welcomed home like modern-day heroes. Their bus tour through major cities took nearly 8 hours to cover just a few dozen kilometers. As crowds lined the roads waving flags, singing the national anthem, and bringing flowers, drums, and even dogs dressed in Croatian jerseys. Number 4. The ancient city of cats. Dubrovnik, the ancient city on the Adriatic coast, has long been famous as the setting for King's Landing in Game of Thrones. That's why hundreds of thousands of tourists flock here every year, eager to see its mighty walls, old fortresses, and epic atmosphere. But what surprises most visitors isn't the movie-like scenery. It's the cats. Cats in Dubrovnik aren't just random pets. They're everywhere in the old town, as if they truly own the place. Calmly sitting on stone steps, sunbathing by the forts, or quietly watching tourists from windowsills. It's estimated that about 200 to 300 cats roam freely in the city, and they're treated like honorary citizens. Locals leave out food and water, and even build shelters for them during the cold months. They even have their own social media. On Instagram, the account Dubrovnik Cats has tens of thousands of followers, showcasing each furry face, their names, personalities, and territories. Number 3. Year-round festivals. If there's a place in Europe that turns every month into a reason to celebrate, it's Croatia. With over 500 festivals happening in 365 days. That's right, you heard correctly. In spring, you can't miss Zakrijan, a torchlit procession covering over 16 miles on Hvar Island, recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage. Though it's a religious ritual, the powerful emotions and traditional music amaze visitors from the US and Europe alike. Summer in Croatia is a festival paradise. Ultra Europe Festival in Split is one of the world's biggest electronic music festivals, drawing over 150,000 fans from 140 countries and turning the old city into a giant dance floor under the Mediterranean sunset. Meanwhile, the Dubrovnik Summer Festival, with concerts, ballet, and Shakespearean plays in ancient fortresses, offers a royal artistic experience, literally watching theater in a real castle. In fall, visit Đurđevac for the Pikokijata Festival, where locals reenact a quirky historical tale, tricking the Ottomans with a rooster. It's not just an epic outdoor play. There are parades, folk food, and dramatic horseback shows. And in winter, Croatia doesn't hibernate. The Zagreb Christmas market has been voted the most beautiful in Europe 3 years in a row. With over 200 stalls, ice skating, fireworks, and classical music filling the square, the atmosphere feels like stepping into a Hollywood holiday movie, just with more old-world charm. Number 2. A foodie's paradise. Croatian cuisine is like a journey through different cultures, where you can taste the finesse of Italy, the boldness of Turkey, the heartiness of Germany, and the rustic flavors of Hungary, all blended into local dishes. What makes Croatian food culture so appealing is its regional diversity. In the north, near Hungary and Austria, people love buttery, cheesy, and smoked meat dishes, like having lunch in an alpine lodge. The baked cheese roll strukli is a local pride, once named by CNN as one of Europe's must-try traditional foods. If you wander through coastal villages, you'll find peka, meat or seafood slow-cooked under a clay bell in hot coals for 3 to 4 hours. The smoky aroma and salty sea flavors make it unforgettable. Croatia's coffee culture is also surprising. People here don't rush their coffee to wake up. They sit for hours at outdoor cafes just to chat. An espresso here usually costs less than $2, and cafes are the social centers where all generations meet. A charming similarity to Italian coffee culture, but even more relaxed and down to earth. Number 1. Cost of living in Croatia. Compared to pricey places like Paris or Zurich, living in Croatia is like a breath of fresh air in bustling Europe. Rent is one of the biggest draws. A one-bedroom apartment in downtown Zagreb costs about $700 to $900 per month, while in the suburbs, it's just $500 to $600, less than half of what you'd pay in major U.S. cities like New York or San Francisco. Food costs will also make Americans fall in love with Croatia. A meal for two at a local restaurant with quality local wine is only $40 to $50. And if you cook at home, basic groceries for one person are just $250 to $300 a month. Fresh fruits and vegetables are cheap and plentiful thanks to the climate, a rarity in many northern European countries or the US. Healthcare costs in Croatia are also relatively low, yet the service is high quality. A private doctor's visit is only $30 to $50. And medicine and health insurance for foreigners range from $60 to $100 per month, depending on age and coverage. With efficient, convenient, and affordable public transport, a monthly bus or tram pass is just $50. Croatia is the ideal place for anyone wanting peace, blue seas, great food, and rich culture. In short, someone living in Zagreb, the largest and most modern city in Croatia, can get by on about $1,200 to $1,500 per month. If you choose smaller cities like Split, Rijeka, or Zadar, this can drop to just $900 to $1,100 per month, with a high quality of life. With these costs, do you think Croatia is a place you'd want to visit or even move to? If yes, comment 1. If not, comment 0. Thank you for watching today's travel documentary until the end. We hope you'll continue to join us on our next journeys to discover the wonders of the world.